Good afternoon, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching, it is appreciated. If you find value in this video, consider liking and subscribing, it does help the channel out a lot. Housekeeping first of all. We've had a couple more Reform UK victories this week. We've had Ashley Jones in Stratford-on-Avon District Council. Stratford-on-Avon. That's where Shakespeare's from. I knew it. I knew that one. And we had Aidan Fisher in East Sussex County Council as well. So 2 victories this week for Reform UK. I'm sure they're going to do good stuff. So, good. I wanted to mention one of our allies, especially post-World War II, Japan. We have a lot of things in common with Japan. We're both parliamentary democracies. We're both island nations. We're both constitutional monarchies. Theirs is ceremonial. Ours is broadly ceremonial. So there are many distinct differences, but there are many similarities as well. They've just got a new Prime Minister. I think the pronunciation of the name is Sanae Takaichi. That's my line and that's what I'm sticking with. She's got in on an anti-immigration ticket, which I want to discuss with you today. We can learn a lot from the way Japan are handling their illegal migrants, and let's just see now. In the UK, we can't even deport illegal migrants at all due to the fact that we're bound by the ECHR, and because of the Human Rights Act 1998, they tie our hands, and we have politicians of most stripes in the British Parliament saying we cannot deport any of these people, we simply cannot do it. We can. It's a political choice. They're choosing not to do it, as I'm sure everybody watching my channel already acknowledges. Parliament is sovereign. It cannot bind another parliament. You simply change the rules or the laws if you don't like what you can't do. It's as simple as that. Now, Japan isn't in the European Union. They're not on the European continent. But a lot of what I'm going to go through with you here still holds, which is what I'm going to bring up now. Like her fellow candidates in the 2025 leadership election, Takaichi has been described as taking a hardline stance on immigration. The New York Times stated that during her leadership campaign she seized on a wave of anti-immigrant sentiment. Specifically, she's been described as wanting tighter restrictions on immigration and employed an anti-immigration rhetoric during her campaign. That's the first part. Second part. During the campaign, she called on a crackdown on illegal migration and emphasised that foreigners must strictly obey Japanese law, stating that those who overstay visa or abscond justice will be treated just as harshly as Japanese citizens. She proposed that the policies be reconsidered from the ground up, with an aim to establish an orderly coexistence between Japanese citizens and immigrants based on mutual consideration in communities. Her campaign manifesto, she also proposed establishing an agency to tackle issues such as visa overstays, over-tourism, and land purchases by foreign nationals, particularly near defence facilities and strategic assets. On refugees, she explicitly stated, for those who come to Japan with financial motives to claim they are refugees, you'll have to go home. And then finally, let's just have a look now. Her she supports a adoption of Comprehensive Economic Security Act that would establish laws and organisations to prevent foreign students and engineers who come from Japan from nations like China from taking Japanese tech back to their home countries for military purposes. This is all pretty rational, pretty common sense approach, I would say, and we should adopt a similar line in this United Kingdom. To show that she's not messing about, and to show what they're actually doing in Japan, I'm going to play a video now. Now, I need to put a proviso beforehand. It is distressing to some people. Some people may find it darkly humorous. I just think this is what you get if you're going to break the law. This is what any country that wants to preserve itself should do, in my view. As always, your mileage may vary, but I'm going to play the video now.
見なくていい、前だけ見とけばいい。ちゃん と座れって言ってるやろ。ああ、ちゃんと。私から抜けない。力抜いて。出さなくていいからいいよ。
Now, for some context, this migrant was caught assaulting locals, native Japanese, and they are saying he needs to go home. They give zero fucks. They really don't care. If you break their laws, you violate their citizens, you are going home. No ifs, no buts, no Human Rights Act, no rights equivalent to Japanese citizens. If you disrespect and disregard their culture, you are gone. It's as simple as that. And they don't care if you're going to be tortured. They do not care if you're going to receive persecution back in the country where they're sending you to. You are gone. Why do they always scream like little girls? The people that break the law from these countries in third world shitholes, why do they always scream like little girls? It's because they have low impulse control, and they're not used to being told no. They're allowed to run riot, they're allowed to run rampant in these shitholes that they come from, so when they get treated like a criminal, they don't know how to react, so they digress to little babies. They're all screeching little toddlers. Good riddance. We don't need this sort of enrichment in any country in the West. I like that crime won't change anything. Remember when you used to get told that when you was a kid? By your parents? When you were playing up like a petulant little brat and they just said, cry louder. It doesn't work. Our government seems to forget that we're all about being namby-pamby, wishy-washy, let's not offend anybody, and to hell with preserving the country. They're right. They've got exactly the right idea.
行かない。行くよ。行かない。行くよ。絶対。いや絶対行く。すごいから向こうよ。すごいな。元気やな。なんでそんな元気やの？考えるじゃん。すごい。
You get the idea. Zero tolerance, straight deportation. They really don't care. We'll leave this here. So Japan, they seem to have it under control with their new Prime Minister. Do you think that they've got the right idea? Do you think they're being too polite or too harsh? Do you think I'm not giving the poor refugees a fair shake? Do you agree with me? Comment, like and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video later on today. You have a good day. And thank you for watching.